Hello. So today I want to talk to you about the game Rebel Princess. And this is the deluxe edition, which is the current edition. It has made a few tweaks to the basic edition. So just know that if you go to look up this game. And this is a game that is a trick taker. If you are familiar with the game Hearts, then this will be very familiar. It kind of takes the traditional game of Hearts and really amplifies it. So if you're around my age, computers used to have like Minesweeper, Solitaire, Free Cell, and Hearts. So I have played a lot of Hearts in my day, and I love Rebel Princess. This plays 3 to 6 players, which is great because it gives you some options for player count. You will have your deck of cards that will have 4 suits. There are the princes. You don't want them. They have these proposal symbols on them, and those are what are going to get you points in this game. And this is a game low score wins. You then also have the fairy deck, which is yellow. You have the pet deck, which is green. And then you have the queen deck, which is red. So you don't, for the most part, want to get prince cards because they will all have one proposal on them, which equates to 1 point. But there is also the green 8, which this is secretly the frog prince. He's just hiding out in the pet deck. And as you can see, he has 5 proposals on him. So this is not a good card. In Hearts, this would be the queen of spades. So based on player count, we'll determine which numbers you leave in. So for example, if you're playing a 3-player game, you remove the 1s, 11s, and 12s. You then deal out the cards evenly to everyone so that everyone will have the same number of cards, and you're going to play over 5 rounds. Everyone is also going to get one of the princesses. There's Pocahontas, there is Mulan, the Little Mermaid. So they all have, there's 12 of them in here, and they're on like a thicker tile, and they have a special ability. So for example, Pocahontas says she's a wilderness guide. So before a trick, choose any player to lead it. So once per round, you can use your ability, and when you use it, you flip it over so you know it's used. And so let's say I had the lead but didn't want it. I could assign the lead to someone else, because in a trick taker game, whoever took the last trick is going to lead the next trick. It follows standard trick taking rules where the card that's played, you must play the same suit if you have it. If you don't, you can play anything. Also, until someone has played a prince card, nobody can lead with a prince. So that's also an important thing to know in this game. Or let's say someone has the lead and I'm like, nope, I want the lead. I can take it, or I can just assign it to someone else once per round. Let's look at some of the other abilities. Cinderella. Everything changes at midnight. Before a trick, reverse the hierarchy of numbers. So this means the lowest number is going to take the trick, which could be very important for your planning. The Pea Princess, 5 more minutes before a trick, declare that the other players must play a number higher than 5 if they have one. So they're just small ways that manipulate what's happening in the trick, because traditionally the highest card takes the trick. And if there are any points in that trick, meaning you got a prince or you got the 8 green, the frog prince, those will be points against you at the end of the game. It doesn't matter how many tricks you take. There's no bidding in this game for tricks. It's all about those points. The other thing is, traditionally in Hearts, you will pass so many cards each direction each round. So in this game, there are going to be 5 cards set out on the table signifying the 5 rounds. The cards with the dark gray back are the ones you want to use for the 5th round. And you have a whole bunch of options of cards, which is great because it gives tons of variability to this game. So they suggest starting with the basic ones the first time you play, and then obviously you can work up to more advanced cards, shuffle it up, and it's going to be random. So the first one is the easiest one, and it just says you are going to pass 3 cards from your hand to the person who is counterclockwise from you. So each time you flip one of these over at the beginning of the round, it's going to give you a number of cards that you are going to pass and the direction you're going to pass them. So this one is 1 card. This one's 3 cards, but the opposite direction. And then on each round, they will have a little rule change. So like this one says, after exchanging cards, place 1 card face down to be played in the last trick. You don't quite know, should I throw my lowest one? Who's going to have the lead? What color is going to take it? So this one says each 3 card is worth -3 proposals. So this is a great way to mitigate if you have collected some points that you didn't want. So there's just little tweaks and changes to each round, which I think gives it great replayability and variability and makes you plan a little bit more carefully what you want to do. Now, the one thing that is really exciting in this game, and it also happens in Hearts, is you can be the rebel of the ball. And that means if you manage to collect every Prince card and the green 8, you became the rebel of the ball. And instead of getting all of those points, you get negative 10 points off your score. Last time we played, my mom actually did that. She won the game because of it. Not bitter, but it was really exciting when it happened. So this is a super fun game. The artwork is great. The theming is great. If you enjoy Trick Takers, if you've played Hearts at all, this is a super fun game. I recommend the deluxe edition just because it is the newer edition and has all of the things in it that some of the first editions did not have. So let me know, have you played this? What do you think of it? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.